global namaste to everyone. And I have my next guest who's just joined us. She is absolutely stunning, gorgeous, very beautiful, and a wonderful soul with it as well. She's such a lovely, hardworking lady, and I'm so proud to have met her. She actually is Stéphanie Tumba from France originally. And she's going to be talking to us a little bit about the volunteering opportunities and the community service committee within the Rotary organization. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Stéphanie. Stéphanie is the big sister of 5 other siblings born and raised in Paris, France, from Congolese parents. At 7, she was stealing her mother's fabrics and making clothes for dolls and selling them to friends at school. Stéphanie has also been trained in classical dance, gymnastics, ballet, modern, and all sorts of wonderful dance styles. And she's also done the I can't even say it, triathlon. Wow, she's a super fit lady, I can tell you that. And moving on from that, she also started her studies with a degree in English civilization and literature. And from there, she quickly switched to business management, studying in 4 different countries around the world. And after graduating, Stéphanie went on to work with some of the most successful beauty and fashion groups, as you can tell, and you will be able to tell very shortly. She's she looks like a model. But however, I have to say, she also likes contributing by giving talks in schools, giving back to the community, or even writing books. And I believe she's written a book about relationships, which will be very interesting, I'm sure, to know more about. Now, her passions have led her to win 4 awards since she founded a state Tumba capital in 2016. And these were Best Mentor, Best Book Cover, Inspiring Woman of the Year, and Community Investment Award. Somehow, Stéphanie strives to achieve a life that is balanced between her business interests, the projects and causes that she's completely, really passionate about, and of course, spending time with her family and friends, like I am very interested in that too. And her work within Rotary includes being the chairwoman of the Community Services Committee, where she focuses on building relationships and partnerships with organizations within the community, organizing events, as well as opening up voluntary opportunities for people to get involved in a range of activities that help to make a positive difference to the lives of others. And I'm sure she's doing an amazing job with so many other things that she does already. So, Stéphanie, a big welcome and a warm welcome. What a huge, wonderful, varied background you have.
Oh, that's so kind of you. What a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, honey. I'm so flattered to be here.
You have to at least tell me. I'm so, I'm really inquisitive to find out, that you have this wonderful, diverse and interesting background of France, Africa, and UK. And from all these countries and doing these varied interests and projects that you do, what led you to Rotary? How did you become a Rotary member?
So it started obviously with being here in the UK, being in London. I worked for L'Oréal, for Louis Vuitton, and then, I had the chance to meet my mentor in London. She's been amazing. And then I set up my business and I started giving back to my community, which at the time for me was Africa, where my parents are from. So I worked for AIDA and iKazakh, which are charities. We were going, sending clothes, toys and stationery to Africa for children there. And then I thought, come on, I've been in London for a couple of years now. And London / the UK is the reason why I'm successful, the reason why I have a business. They help me. I met amazing people, amazing mentor. I need to give back to the community down here. So I thought, what can I do? And I was discussing that with my boyfriend, and we went, well, sign up for the Rotary. And I was like, oh, what the Rotary? And he showed me a lot of pictures and things. And you know what? I knew what the Rotary was because every morning I was passing through the Rotary Club of Marseille, I think it was at the time, but I didn't know it was, the little logo. I still remember it despite, being a little girl and still passing through it every day. So I thought, yes, let's join it. And I went to a couple of lunches and I really liked the atmosphere. I really liked the project and everything they were doing. So I thought, I'm joining.
Oh, it is just amazing. Look at you, a little child. And it's amazing how the Rotary logo could have such an impact that you actually recognized and remember the logo and also felt drawn to an organization, perhaps because you're quite a charitable person. You love helping people and you love getting involved in all these wonderful causes that transforms lives in a positive way. So, I mean, what core values do you think, that Rotary Club members tend to have? Because it seems like a certain type of people tend to join Rotary. What do you think are the core values of being a Rotarian?
One that is very dear to my heart because it's part of my personality. As you said rightfully, I'm the big sister of 5 other siblings. And I was born and educated to support and to help. So I'm a helper and I like to give. So obviously, of course, service above self. So the art of giving and is very important to join the Rotary. And it goes without saying, generosity. And one that we tend to forget is open-mindedness, being open to other culture, other upbringings, other social classes, even mindset, and be mindful of those differences because you need to know how to embrace them and to know how to deal with them when you have people from different backgrounds.
That's really good because you seem to have quite a diverse background yourself, isn't it? Like from France, bonjour, bonsoir, je m'appelle Hani. That's all I know at the moment. Just sound, being at school, we learn this French and it sounds so beautiful. The language is so gorgeous. And I love the language. Actually, you're also a chairwoman of the Community and Services Committee in Rotary Club.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what is your role? Because you're the chairwoman for this particular committee. Yeah. What kind of work do you tend to do then?
So the main goal of the Community Service Committee is to plan and conduct charitable projects on behalf of the club. That is a main goal. Then the second one is to motivate Rotarians to get together in order to know each other and to know each other beyond those 1 to 2 hours weekly lunch we have and beyond the charitable projects and events we're organizing. And it is very important to say that every member of the Community Service Committee can bring their own ideas, that touch any community here in London, obviously, and develop the project through the community and through the committee, sorry. So that is a very important point because, it's an open-minded forum and an open-minded committee where you have an idea, you have a charity in mind that is dear to your heart. Come and join us and we build something around it.
Wow, isn't that wonderful? So really, if you have a dream of changing the world and you have a passion for a particular cause that you want to support, Rotary could be an amazing platform for you and an organization for you to connect with, to support even the good work and to maximize, the efforts and maximize the impact that you could create. Is that right?
Yeah, that definitely it is rightfully said. You have an idea, you've seen, I don't know, a movie or a story that is dear to your heart. The Rotary can give you the power to work toward that and to make a difference in the world. And that's what the Community Service Committee is all about. We focus obviously in the UK, but you have also the International Committee that, if you want bigger projects from around the world, you can get involved in.
Wow. So there's a lot of layers to the, it's not just Rotary Club, but the Rotary Club could be a national project, or it could be an international project, or it could be a country that's dear to you that you go in and help and support. Yes. Or there's so many different avenues. Isn't that right? So what kind of, because you said this range of events that you organize, and it's of course very important. This is great for networking, building friendships as well within the field of Rotary. Whilst they're doing good work, they're also building long-term, very valuable relationships. What kind of events do you organize, and have you organized some that you could give us some examples of?
Yes, of course. We organize our annual Christmas lunch where Rotarians can get together, enjoy entertainments, and donate to a charity that we picked beforehand. We organized in the past, and that was a very important event as well, what we called the Circle of Gratitude, which was the COVID-19 appeal project last year. The idea of the project was to put 1 penny in a piggy bank every time you wash your hand for a certain amount of time. And the money was given to St. Thomas's Hospital in London. Also, one very important project, and it's ongoing, it's when Rotarian goes to school with disadvantaged students where they can share their experience, their skills with them, and teach them a special field. So that as well is very important. But we also support a variety of charities that I have in mind. I can think of the Salvation Army, of Maple Project, or Mercy Chips, to name a few. And if you have a charity in mind that you want to support, come and join us.
Wow. So what is the process? Because if somebody wants to become a volunteer and they want to join the Rotary Club because they want to get involved in some voluntary work, so what are the kind of volunteering opportunities, and how do they get involved once they're a member? How do they get started?
Yeah, so it's important to say that the community service is what every member makes of it, Every single one has a voice and a choice, and everything is possible. And ultimately, voluntary is a great way to, as you said before, gain new skills and experience, meet new people, and make a difference to the local community. But you can create your own job, but we have varied roles as well, such as, event coordinator, project manager, marketing host, or even singer. If you want to sing to one of the events, you can as well, and the list goes on. Well, as I said, the Rotary, what you make of it. And that's what is fun about it, That's what I love about it, because you have an idea, and you have a group of people that, support you and make it a reality, and you're changing the world at the same time. That's just the best place to be for that.
Oh, wow, it sounds so good. And I love your enthusiasm, because I see this really beautiful enthusiasm just flowing out, completely. I see this big smile, and I see that you're very passionate about what you do, and this liveliness, and it seems like you connect with other like-minded people too within Rotary, and build friendships with people who care about the same causes as you, or can support you with your cause, or whatever it is. It could be even business, I believe. Is that right? So people can even network for as professionals. And you also do interesting outings out. I believe that we've just had a wonderful trip out where we had a fantastic time, which was the Winston Churchill event that we've just had. Is that right?
Yes.
What made you think of organizing a day out to see the Winston Churchill? What is it? What is the actual name? I forgot.
So it's basically, we just had our first get-together of the year at the Churchill War Rooms, where Rotarians could enjoy and discover the secret underground headquarters of the Prime Minister Churchill, Winston Churchill, during the Second World War. And it gave also Rotarians the possibility to support the Churchill Fellowship, which transformed lives and community and profession all around the world, mostly in the UK, but all around the world as well. So that was one of the events as well. But what we have coming up for February, for example, it's our fencing event, where Rotarians will learn more about the art of fencing, and the history and everything behind it, and maybe have a little go at it as well. And at the same time, support a charity such as the British Disability Fencing Association. So that's the kind of events we're doing, and we want to make, where we coupled some fun, but also some charitable elements to the project.
I think that sounds really amazing. What a powerful combination, because they say wherever you have fun is good for you as a person, with so much mental issues and mental wellness discussions that are going on right now. What a fantastic way to stay in touch with friends, build good, not feel isolated, have a nice group of people to hang out with, contribute so you bring joy to the lives of others, which in turn actually brings joy to you as well, because puts a smile on your face when you see
Yeah.
smiles on other people's faces. And of course, you just mentioned about the fencing side. I mean, that's really interesting because what an interesting topic, isn't it, Stephanie? Because here you mentioned the fact that you can get involved in the activity, but you also learn the background about fencing. So you're actually expanding people's minds and expanding their view of the world through the work that you're doing. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely in different ways. I had the idea of fencing, but someone else kind of have an idea of something I completely don't know, but I want to discover and curious about, and I want to support that person. So that's the whole thing of the Rotary, like networking, learning from each other, learning new skills, and being inspired by people. And what is very important is help, like I was having a call earlier today with President David, for example, where I realized that if I need something, I just one call away from any members, like we have someone in real estate, we have someone in decoration, we have someone in, a lawyer, and all those people you have access to for free because we exchange skills, we exchange experiences, and that's what the Rotary is also about.
This is really powerful, actually, because you have this beautiful global community, you have a national community, and you have a local community. Whichever level you want to connect with, you are able to do so. And the community and, community, the committee, your committee, Community Services Committee, it seems to open up doors for so many things. Like you mentioned about the volunteering, you just get involved in any projects that are running. And what has been the most I don't know, rewarding part for you for being part of the Rotary? What is the most rewarding for you as a person yourself?
There's so many things. Firstly, I met amazing friends, and you were talking about networking. I met one of my business partners through the Rotary. So
very good.
Yeah, no, very nice. So we like minding, we like it, like it's fun. Lately, I would talk about the gala we had for Lebanon because it's more about the significance of it, like we've been locked down for so long and we had that beautiful gala put together when you see your fellow returnees all together having fun. And that was really dear to my heart. I was like really happy to see so many returnees being able to attend and, be beautifully dressed and meet up. So that was one of also of the highlight of my history at the Rotary Club. But smiles for people you inspired. When you go to school and people are happy to see people like you because you're like, oh, I've never seen someone doing what you're doing. You're inspiring. I would like to know more. Can I call you? And helping, like being satisfied with what you give and being people having smiles because you inspire them to do better and to be a better person and to be a Rotarian.
I love that because they say service above self, right? Service above self. So Rotary has this beautiful tagline. And, Stephanie, you're a complete, like a true Rotarian from what I can see, full of this lovely, beautiful energy, so much enthusiasm, passion. You love people, you have this beautiful way of connecting with people. And you're also great at educating and helping people live their life to the fullest by experiencing new things in their lives, in their journey of life, as we say. I think you're doing amazing work. Unfortunately, we're coming to the end of this interview, dear Stephanie. Is there any kind of last minute messages that you'd like to, share with our viewers, or maybe, just any message that you'd like to share that you feel that you'd like to share? Why should people maybe join Rotary? Anything that you would like to share?
Because it's fun, because it's fun and it's service above self, and you have the ability to change the world so easily. I don't see any corporation or charities that I have in mind that can help you, have so much power to do something amazing for the world.
Wow. With that, dear Stephanie, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you. What a beautiful, wonderful interview. And I'm sure the viewers out there who are watching us right now, they're going to be so fully inspired. They're just going to run to their local Rotary clubs and say, sign me up. You with your lovely energy. So, dear Stephanie, have a wonderful day with whatever's left of it. Good luck with all the wonderful events that you're also, organizing, and keep transforming lives the way you have been doing for so many years, and will be doing for so many years to come as well.
Doing indeed, yes. Thank you so much, honey. You're amazing.
Thank you. A global namaste to you, and thank you.